Refugee resettlement continues to be something our Central Wisconsin representatives are talking about at all levels of government, as we reported to you yesterday. Meanwhile, the organizations working to support refugees are looking for your help. 7 Investigates' Emily Davies shares what they need.
Resettling people fleeing persecution requires a lot of resources. In Central Wisconsin, newcomers have to-do lists that can feel miles long.
It would be like me dropping you off in a country that you've never been to before, and then somehow you're supposed to figure out how to get a job, all the processes, how does the medical systems work.
We've learned the hard way about making sure they're taught about smoke alarms, smoke detectors, because some of them have gone off in the middle of the night and they're like, what is happening?
People like Jenny Barlow and Brett Eitzen supplement the work that the ECDC Multicultural Community Center does to help refugees find their footing. Both have helped since the agency opened 3 years ago.
I always use the word I get to because I feel really excited to be a part of this.
Eitzen travels weekly from Medford. He uses his experience ministering in Western Asia to be a cultural liaison for people from that region, bridging any gaps in understanding between the newcomers and the Americans working with them.
We all assume the world to be a certain way, or it ought to be this way, and it's not that way. Their expectation of relationships and ours is totally different.
Barlow previously taught English in China and now is the English Language Learner Program Manager for New Beginnings.
It's pretty rewarding to see, it's a big deal for a lot of them who've never really had that opportunity to learn. Look at what I've accomplished.
Happy too? Yes.
Beyond English language lessons, the nonprofit New Beginnings
we need mixing bowls,
collects community donations, and puts together the federally required items for housing kits.
How many casseroles did you put in?
I only put one in, so we
should
probably
have
need another one. Yeah.
Nearly all those tasks are handled by volunteers.
I just appreciate seeing how much the volunteers care for these students that they're working with.
While ECDC has 18 staff members to receive and help refugees reach federally required milestones, the system is set up to rely on communities to help them reach self-sufficiency. And they've found the best way is to use volunteers' unique abilities to be the go-to people for certain needs, like Barlow for ELL and Eitzen for building cultural bridges.
I know sometimes people are concerned about committing to being a volunteer because of the time commitment. So I always want people to know that they don't need to come every day that we're open.
Repeat.
Barlow says she works with her tutor's availability. She and Eitzen actually recommend that people start with a small commitment so that they don't take on too much right away. But when people do take that time,
I think you'll gain way more than you'll give.
Because it's building relationships by helping people have the best opportunity to live a life of freedom.
They're transitional right now. Someday they're not going to be rebuilding. They're going to be thriving members of society.
Now, if you want to help, they say even something as simple as being available to answer questions about how to open a window or fix a bike is valuable. ECDC is also looking for people with medical expertise to help refugees navigate our complex health system. And coming up tonight, the 2 ladies in charge of putting together the housing kits for newcomers over the last 3 years share what they need and what they've learned that they can't accept and why.